Here we go. Mission 2-2. Charge the energy device. Energy device is not very specific. Welcome, soldier. The hostile base is protected by an energy device. You have to load it with charges. Wait, why are we charging it if it's protecting their base? Your soldiers will carry the charges to the device if they survive. I'm not really sure what an energy device does. I have to assume it is a device that creates energy. Thermodynamics be damned. So yeah, this is the energy device, which is honestly an odd, kind of contrived gameplay mechanic. That charger there, when that blue circle is like that, see, they get a charge. That's what that glowing means. And if they touch the energy device, they charge it up, which does God knows what, but you can't win until the energy device is charged. It could at least be called like a shield device or something. It just feels like an incredibly synthetic gameplay mechanic when it's just called the energy device. Acid gun, let's see the awesomeness. And yeah, you can't really control whether or not individual soldiers will be charged. You just have to do your best to fight, and if you do that, your soldiers will make it through. Oh, but if you saw that, the acid gun pretty much kills everything in 2 hits. Except maybe not juggernauts, I don't know. But that means a single shot can kill an enemy if it's accurate, and the less accurate shots will usually kill it in anything after 2 firings. And that was a very quick level. Yay. We have more talent. Special units. Sure. Welcome, soldier. Our scouts told us that we got a hostile base just in front of us. In front is not a single word. What's so special about it? Well, they got a little explosive surprise for us. Why are your legs shaking? Destroy the base! Do it. Destroy it now. I'm not sure if the explosive device is actually a gameplay mechanic or it's just the story. I do like that all of these guys had different little faces. Makes them look a little less monotonous. Unfortunately, I can't zoom over to the enemy base. I would like to get a look at whatever this explosive thing is, but I'm not sure if it actually exists in the game world or not, to be quite honest. So we'll just have to wait and see. But, as you might suspect, the gameplay, the extra objectives don't change the gameplay too much. You make your equipment, give it to your dudes, they go all up in their base, and they kill their dudes. Also, enemies seem to be affected by resources, but I have no idea how the enemies seem to work. See, they do drop equipment for their guys, but I have no idea if there's anything you can do really about it. They collect your guys' heads and they seem to get bounty points, but it's not like there's anything you can do to stop that. You can't withhold soldiers, and if you did, you would just die horrifically. So I wouldn't suggest it. Oh, and as you can see, our juggernauts are in action, kicking some butt. And that cannon is painful, but now it's offline. When you're in a defeat the enemy thing, basically your first thing you want to do is knock this gun offline. But since you don't have control over your guys, you can't really... There's nothing you can consciously do to try and make that happen. You just do your best and stuff happens. Well, it's a fun little game. It's not the deepest in that regard, but it's still very, very fun, so I can't complain. And if you notice, the Juggernauts can't get equipment, so don't bother. They're just fine anyway. In fact, I'm making it seem simplistic, but that's more of a virtue of it than anything. That's a rocket salvo. The enemy seems to have rockets then. I guess that's their rocket surprise, or their explosive surprise. It could at least hint more towards that. But as you can see, these thingies give us defense from the rocket salve. They won't lather our bodies with their filthy rocket salve. Oh God, what am I saying? Sniper, go. And looks like we're winning. You should see the... what's it called? The acid gun when it's shooting this thing. It just gets ripped the heck apart. And the sniper is another good choice, because look at that. 2 snipers just sitting there wailing away at it. See, look at that. They can't even do anything because they can't get close enough to attack. Another fun thing is if you get the enemies into defense mode, sometimes they won't be able to collect their weapons as they generate because they stand back to fire behind where the weapons spawn, which is very amusing. You guys are dead. There we go. Good night. Yay! Your Juggernaut spawn time decreases if you didn't notice. Can we do anything cool? No, we can't. Can't get that. Well, let's get the freeze gun thing. So yeah, freeze gun will be a little better. Ah! The freeze gun is a mighty tool. It's not the best if you want firepower, but it can take out the strongest robot in a blink of an eye. Freeze some of this hostile robots. Well, okay then. My brain kind of hurts from the grammar. Not that I'm the best my own at selfness being to the grammar, so to speak. Anyway, we can't make the freeze gun until we have a crap ton of bounty, so just go ahead and make some weapons. Don't try to save up for only the freeze gun, though you do want it pretty quickly. That perk I picked up, the freeze gun thing, you definitely want that for this level. I think this is level 3, 4? 2, 4? Something. You want that perk for this level because that lets you get... It increases your chance of getting this freeze 8 enemies a lot quicker. And you don't want to bother with assassins. You want to get the best armor you can so your freeze gunners survive long enough to freeze people's faces off. Which sounds incredibly painful. Come on. Yeah, you're going to be waiting for the stupid skull counter to rise. In any other time, you're going to be waiting for the resource meter, but we are now waiting on the stupid freeze gun. There we go, there's one. Just speaking from experience, this is going to take a while. Unless we get super lucky with the freeze shots. He just killed my freeze... Oh, there's my freeze gunner. Why did... Oh, he froze my freeze gunner. That is just annoying. Oh, a neat touch. You can see the Juggernaut being worked on with a laser there. Just a neat touch. Oh wow, I had a lot of resources built up there. Go, my minions, go. Oh, and if you notice, if you stack up more than 2 weapons crates, they just pile up. There's no way to waste them or anything. Your guys will just pick them up as they get used. So if you don't really care, you can just span them out as quick as you can and they'll get used, don't worry. There you go. You can also tell what weapon or armor the unit's going to get by what's on the box. They're fairly intuitive. Great. My freeze guys don't even get the chance to freeze anything. This is one of the more tedious levels, to be blunt. Because the freeze gun takes forever to spawn, and there's not much you can do about that. Even if you fully upgrade it, it's still going to take half a minute. And for every freeze gun you get, unless you have the best armor, it's iffy if you're going to even get a single enemy frozen. And no matter how much you reduce these, it's still going to take usually around half a minute to get any of the good equipment. So let's just watch the heads roll, literally. And send out some armor there, I guess. Weapons, not armor. There we go. Hey, no! What? Okay, that worked out fine. I clicked those out of order, but whatever. It is annoying that when you're pointing at these, the order changes. I wish it would wait to do that, or they would just... It makes sense that they move up as to what's ready and what's not, but it would be really nice if they didn't switch the active ones, because that can make you misclick and stuff. And misclicking is a thing of the devil. And yeah, as you can see, we need 180 bounty to get the next stupid level with the stupid freeze gun. So that will take a while. Please freeze people. Oh, wait, you don't have the freeze gun. We've frozen like one enemy, maybe two. Okay, there we go. I don't know if the Juggernaut spawn constantly or if you have to wait for the first one to die. Wait, there's a Juggernaut. It looks like they just constantly spawn, which is nice. Let's get some better armor. Or more armor, I should say, actually. It's an interesting mechanic that you have unlimited stuff, you just upgrade how often you get it. Not sure I've really seen that happen before. It's a very interesting twist on a defense game. It's actually quite fun. And, it's a pretty easy game to make, but it's hard to make one that actually stands out, and at least in my opinion, this one does. While really simple to operate, it's still pretty deep, at least in the upgrades and the talent. Is that what they call it? The talents you can use. But a good upgrade system is a must for any sort of defense thing. That is your defense game. No one, I don't think, really cares about the defense stuff. They care about the upgrades and not dying horrifically. I guess there are defense games that aren't about upgrades, but I find them very tedious and unpleasant. It's just sort of, hey, click on everything that frickin' appears. Now just sit there for 20,000 hours and the game may never end. Yay. Okay, freeze gun and that thing. Look at that. We are 2 whole frickin' thirds of the way through, and my sniper is shooting the ground. Oh! Closer. Freeze. Freeze, you bastards. We're more than halfway through. This is looking possible. Actually, there's hardly any way you can lose this level. I guess unless you lost your base, but that'd be pretty hard. I'm very tempted to, take a coffee break or something. But, hark, there is hope. Please, freeze enough things and let me do something considerably more exciting. There we go. Oh, you bastard. You heartless bastard. Killing my freezy dude. Freezy dudes are expensive. They do not grow on trees, sir. If they did, those are some wacky frickin' trees. It's also sort of nice that they have this, glowy effect around them to separate them from the ground. Because, they're almost solid black and the ground is solid black. That could be a figure ground problem, but it's avoided pretty nicely. Perhaps not realistically, but very nicely anyway. Pick that up and just pray that this freaking works so this horrific level can finally be over with. Please. My foot is asleep, by the way. It's getting very uncomfortable. Oh wait, let's go to the action. No! You bastards, what have you done? Oh, wow. Yeah, this is easily my least favorite. Hey, he threw a grenade. Those are the grenades. I don't think I pointed them out before. They don't always hit, but when they do, they're basically a free kill. The enemies get them too, apparently. There's no way to control them, just like everything else. But they do on occasion help. Okay, this time it's going to be it. We are going to get this level over with. I'm kind of surprised we haven't started hitting their base harder. There we go! Finally! Oh. I am going to go wake my freaking legs up and let's see if we can buy anything useful. Oh! I think we can get the good armor. One weird thing. The special unit, which is basically armor, is in the offensive. I guess it kind of makes sense because this one is a weapon, but it seems like the weapon would also be offensive, but whatever. Maybe this gives extra special attack abilities. It's never specified what this actually does. I just assume it's really good. Which, there's really a better way to do that, but whatever. Next time we will do level 2-5, I think.